Ladies in red. Ladies in red. Ladies in red. Discuss the latest news, just fans giving their views. This channel is red. They see the bar and raise it, plus they rep for the ladies. Trust it's red. Female voices in football. Red. If you want to talk up, it's a red channel for me and you. Subscribe and tune into the ladies in red.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Ladies in Red. I am back. I apologise, I've been absent. Obviously, I've not been well. I'm still not 100%. You can probably hear that. But yeah, I'm happy to be back. A lot of stuff to talk about as well. I hope you guys are doing well. Obviously, get in the chat and let me know what you guys have been up to as well. But yeah, it feels finally good to be back in front of the camera and talking to you guys about United. Obviously, there's, like I say, a lot to talk about. Donny is a big topic. Obviously, the news that's coming out about him is that he wants to leave, and I don't think that's a shock to any of us, if we're being totally honest. His reaction the other day, obviously, was very, very angry in the Champions League game against Villarreal. So it's interesting to see what happens with him. But yeah, obviously, like I said, a lot to talk about. Donny is the main topic, but I'm sure there's plenty we'll get through. And of course, Everton coming up tomorrow, early kick-off as well. It's going to be a tough game. And big up to you, Wesley. Donny is so frustrating. Poor tactics and wasting talents like Donny is frustrating, definitely. And big up to you, James. I hope you're doing well. I'm getting there, thank you. I hope you're doing well too. Afternoon to you, Zoe. I am better than I was. Thank you so much for that. I'm much better than I was. Yeah, I'll be honest, guys. Firstly, I had a kidney infection. That was my first illness, and then on top of that as well, I've had this horrid cold, obviously, from working in a school. You know what happens. Germs are back about. It's not COVID, luckily for me. I have done plenty of tests. It's not COVID, but I've just been really, really ill. And like I said, I really do apologise. I want to get back into the swing of things and back to normal as soon as possible. Hello to you, Doug, and obviously congratulations for the positive news that you WhatsApped to me yesterday. I'm really buzzing for you, and obviously your fiance Rebecca as well. Alex, thank you so much. I hope you're doing good. Mr. Arsenal podcast, thanks for tuning in. So can't blame Donny, massive talent going to waste on a United bench. I don't think anybody reading the news that he wants to leave, I don't think anybody thinks that Donny is in the wrong for feeling that way. I don't think anybody holds a grudge. I think everybody totally understands his perspective. He's a very good player. He isn't playing regular football and he needs to be at the age he's at as well. So like I said, I don't think anybody holds a grudge. I mean, like I say, we all saw it coming. The rumours of him leaving, it does seem that is the case after that reaction the other day in particular. It looks like that's the case, doesn't it? But it's just a shame, isn't it? It's a shame, obviously, for his own personal well-being. He needs to be playing regular football. He wants to break back into that Netherlands team. We saw at Ajax what a good player he can be, and we've seen in glimpses, to be fair, but he's never had a solid run of games. And I do feel for him at United, and you wonder where is he going to fit in. I said from the off, he was never at Ollie signing. It's pretty obvious he was not. Ollie doesn't rate him for whatever reason. He just doesn't suit Ollie's system. So you can't blame him. You cannot blame him at all. Hello to you, Neil. Nell, sorry, I hope you're doing good. Big up to Rocco as well. I wish Ollie handled Donny better. It's a shame. Totally agree. And look, there's still time it could happen, but it's looking very, very unlikely, isn't it? It's looking unlikely that it's going to turn around. And it's looking inevitable, really, that it's going to be going out the door, which is sad sight to see. But yeah, guys, please smash that like button. I really do appreciate it. Like I say, I know I haven't been very consistent of lately, and I can only apologise for that. But I'm aiming to get back on it now, hence with this little short, snappy video on a Friday afternoon. Well, yeah, why not? Why not? I thought, feeling a bit better, I thought, why not? I am recovering. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, James, as well. But yeah, in terms of Donny, obviously missing out on the Netherlands call-ups and whatnot, he's definitely good enough to be in that squad. Like, you can't blame him. I think the intriguing for me is, where is he going to go then? Where do you guys see Donny ending up? I mean, obviously, I'm sure there'll be many takers for him. I read, obviously, last transfer window, Everton apparently were interested in the loan for him. Do we think he'll stay in the Premier League, or do we think he'll go elsewhere, having not really hit it in the Premier League? And like I said, that's not totally down to him. That's down to the fact he hasn't had the running games as well. Everton isn't a bad shout. Not a bad shout at all, to be fair. Excuse me, taking regular drinks before I have a coughing fit. Deserves to go. Ollie just needs to be disgraceful. Hope you're feeling better too. So yeah, I'm getting there. Thank you, Acid. Yeah, disgraceful. I get it. I understand why people say it. I mean, the other day, obviously, a lot of people saying, "Oh, Donny should come on." But what I will say is, to be fair, Matic came on, and I do think Matic changed the game when he came on the other day. I felt we had more control in the midfield when he was on. But you have to feel from him. There's been many occasions where Donny should have been given a nod, and he just hasn't been, and it's a shame. He has been treated very poorly. I think shame is the word that we all wanted it to work out for Donny. When we signed him, obviously we all said he's so much of a bargain. We were looking forward to seeing him in a United shirt after seeing what he'd done in Ajax, and we just never really saw that. We never got to see it. Jordan says, I've always rated Tellez after that goal and him having a good game. Do you think we could see him get more chances than fighting for the first team? If sure, I hope so. But in all fairness to Tellez, he's come in, but Luke Shaw has just been He's just been on fire. He's been an absolute machine, and that's why Tellers hasn't had a look in. And yeah, I think it's just unfortunate for him that Luke Shaw's been so good, but you can't argue with that. Luke Shaw deserves to start. But what a goal by Tellers the other day. I tweeted, "Welcome to Manchester United," because I felt like that was when he actually landed, because we haven't seen enough of him. We tell us Everton tomorrow. Obviously, Luke Shaw isn't 100% fit. Obviously, he's recovering from his illness. Regarding if it's not maybe I'm wrong. There's no way he doesn't really hit the ground to be hot. So maybe I want to prove his worth in the Premier League. Who knows? But if he does leave, I'd much rather see him go abroad, because I do feel he's one of them players that he'll prove Ollie wrong, and he'll prove a lot of United fans right that he should have been playing a bit more. If he is lagging a little bit, I do apologise. I'm not sure why. Not a clue why. Hopefully it comes back on. So yeah, let me know in the chat if he's coming back on. For me, it's clear now. It wasn't clear just, so let me know. Our coaches free the beak. Did you see the team? Well, I'm glad you'll support my channel, Acid. In terms of Fred, came out left back the other day, and he had an impact. To be fair, he had obviously a contribution to the goal, the winning goal at the end by Ronaldo. Left back has been an interesting one. Fred is a squad player, isn't he? He's a squad player. I wouldn't class him as any more than that, to be honest with you. But Ollie seems to trust him and McTominay in there, doesn't he? He seems to trust them both. We are both with. We are still with Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison. I don't think he's still available. I'd happily take a point against you guys tomorrow. Do you think, James, it'll be a case where you sit in and try and hit us on a counter-attack? Because obviously that seems to be the blueprint. That seems to be what we struggle with. Thank you for that, Gaz. I hope you're doing well. Billy says, Soph, where do you stand the United fans wanted to see us lose? They're not fans. If you're waiting to see us lose, they are not fans at all. You have to be honest and say that nobody should want the team to lose. For me, regardless whether you like the manager or not, you want the club to do well and you want the club to succeed. And I don't really understand that perspective. For me, if you want us to lose, you're not a fan. Like I say, even if you're not the biggest Ollie fan, you should still be thinking, I want it to work out for him. I want him to do well. Not, I want him to fail. That just doesn't add up to me. It doesn't make sense at all. And that's my take on it. Rahul, I'm getting there. Thank you. You can probably hear I'm not 100%. But I've missed talking to you guys and I wanted to get back on it. I hope you're doing well, though. I hope you're doing good. I would only playing up with Ronaldo. But his work rate, he made things happen, Cavani. Like I say, his contribution for the goal as well, winning the ball back. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. And Ronaldo doesn't bring that. Ronaldo doesn't give that. And a lot of people say to United, you don't just work hard. We know what Cavani brings as well as that. Obviously, he's a goal scorer and that. But you can't be that attitude, especially in a game like that. You cannot beat that attitude at all. Gaz, Ricky WhatsApps me on a regular basis. He's still watching the games. He's doing well. He's just keeping a low profile at the minute. But yeah, he's okay, Ricky. He does WhatsApp me on a regular basis with his analysis. What a guy. We will play that way, Sophie. Now we've got proper wingers to hit you on the counters that we pace. Exactly. That's what I worried about. Obviously, Damari Gray is one who's, to be fair, he started well at Everton, hasn't he? Scored a few goals. We've got to be wary of that counter attack, and I think tomorrow that'll be the game plan for Everton. And that worries me because I think we've seen, Villarreal, if they were a better team, if they could finish, they should have been 3, maybe even 4-0 up at half time. You do feel that Everton will take those chances. It'll be tough if you manage the game well. You can get a point out of the game or more, of course. And that's why I think that, for me, Ollie needs to improve tactically. He needs to improve that, because I think that this season we've seen that is the blueprint. That's the weak point for us, that counter attack, and we need to be able to. I know not having a CDM doesn't help us, but we need to be able to manage that. Sophie, when you do a longer show, I have a bit of an essay regarding United in general. I have spoken to the ladies. Obviously, Nicole's birthday today. Happy birthday to Nicole, so she's not about. But yeah, tomorrow, obviously, I'll be doing a video probably after the game. To be fair, tomorrow I am doing an ECL stream as well. So yeah, tomorrow after the game, I'll be doing a stream, Acid. So yeah, feel free to send it over. I'm also going to be doing, guys, and obviously I don't know how many people will be willing to put visual on, but it doesn't have to be. But I want to do a show where you guys come and talk to me live as well. I want to hear your thoughts, and it could just be audio. It is going to be on StreamYard, so obviously if you want to put your face on there, you can do, but it can just be audio as well. But yeah, I want to get you guys and listen to your opinions as well, so we can interact that way as well, rather than just in the chat. So that's something that's upcoming. Maybe early next week, maybe even tomorrow. Let's see what happens. And I want to shout it as well, guys. I'm playing in the FA Cup on Sunday. a lot of the Barmy Army, Natalie and a few others are coming to watch me before they're going to the United women's game. I've got Stourbridge in a local derby in the FA Cup. So if you are coming down for obviously the game for United against Birmingham, feel free to come and watch me. I'll kick off at 2:00 beforehand as well. And just putting that out there as well. So come and support the ladies and support some local women's football as well. Why not? Don't know why quality for at least 65 minutes can't be selected over headless chicken for 90 minutes. It's that moments, isn't it? Moments FC that a lot of people are saying. We wait on key moments from certain players, and you can't rely on that because you don't always get those moments. We need to play more as a united group. I saw Gary Neville talking about that, and it's true. I think we need to improve. You all know me. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm Ollie in and Ollie out. What I will say is that Ollie has got this season. We haven't started well so far this season, and I just think that I want it to work out for Ollie. I want it to work out, but I'm not under no illusion that what we have seen so far has been good enough, and it needs to change, and it needs to change drastically. We can't rely on individual moments, and I totally understand that. But at the same time, I think that, look, we're up there near the top of the table. Obviously, we're at the Carabao Cup. The other day, we got lucky with Ronaldo's goal as well in terms of the group and in terms of the Champions League. He's not going to get sacked on that basis, is he? But the performances do need to improve. Like I said, just if Villarreal could finish an hour better, we could have been 3 or 4-0 down at half time. So we do need to improve in that sense. I'll drop you my message on Twitter over the next few hours. No problem, actually, please do that. Ian, this is nothing compared to what I've been like, honestly. This is absolutely nothing compared to what I've been like. Better by then. I'm feeling much better than I was. A lot more perkier, but I think it will be that I don't start, obviously, because I have been so ill. I don't think I'll be starting on Sunday. But we never know. You see what the manager says. Who knows? Who knows? Hopefully I'll feel much better by then as well. Like I say, I have improved drastically this week. I feel like United have got out of jail. We have got out of jail 100% by individual moments. And that's what Ollie cannot rely on. That I feel like we've kind of relied on that. He keeps talking about Ronaldo obviously bringing that. And of course he brings that. That's why he's so Ronaldo for moments like that. But at the same time, we can't rely on that, can we? Because against the better teams, those moments won't come. We've got to play as a team. We've got to have a phase of play, a way of playing, and we just haven't got that at the minute. Cavani and Fernandes worry me because they're always scoring against us. As for Ronaldo, he scores loads of goals anyway. It does. I think we'll score. No, that's basically just how we are defensively. Are we going to concede? Obviously, Luke Shaw not playing. Looks like he's not going to be playing. Maguire not playing as well. It's a worrying sign, isn't it? But Varane, I think, has not really well. He had one mistake against Villarreal where he did get quite an easy, but look, he should have done better. But other than that, Varane has looked pretty solid, and I fully expect Lindelof to be partnering him as well. Sounds better than McFred. Probably not in this state. But I'll take that. Remember when Donny Van De Beek scored our first goal of last season? I do. How long ago does that seem? I do remember that. Thank you for that, Rahul, as well. Send it to the Emirates, as Mr. Austin, about Donny. Whoever gets Donny is going to have a really good player. Whoever gets him is going to have a really good player. But it's just a shame to see him go. An absolute shame to see him go. Obviously, I'm still going to stay at some point and say I hope it turns around for him, and I hope that we do see more of Donny Van De Beek. But after his reaction the other day, it just doesn't seem likely. Because it seems that exit is coming, and it's coming in soon as well. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But in terms of Everton tomorrow, we've got to be wary of that counter attack. Like I said, I do believe we'll score and we'll create. We've got to take our chances, but we've also got to be mindful that they've got some pace on their counter. They will finish unlike Villarreal, and we've got to be wary. It's going to be an interesting game, a really interesting one. So my score prediction, and get your score predictions in as well. I am going to go shortly because my voice doesn't hold up for that long at the minute. But in terms of score predictions, we'll concede. So I'm going to maybe go with it. I'm going to say 3-1 to United. We'll have a 3-1. Goal scorers for us, I'm going to go. I'd love Varane to get a goal. I would love for that to happen. Ronaldo has to be on there as well. And Greenwood's actually been quiet for a few games, so I'd like to see Greenwood get on there. But Sancho, that would be nice as well. Sancho, I thought the other day was probably one of his better games. I think he's trying a bit too hard still. But at the same time, it's not. I don't know. I think he likes those little link-ups, those little 1-2s, and that just hasn't been coming off for him. But he was a bit more positive. He's a bit more direct, and we'll see what happens. We've got a 2-2 there. I think it's going to be a tight game. I know I've said 3-1, but I think it'll be 2-1 and be nervy and maybe just nick one at the end. I don't think it'll be like there'll be clear daylight between us. 1-1 there. Hart says 2-1 to United. Hart says 1-1. I think Cavani scores. That would be nice. So I want to see Cavani starting as well. I want to see him starting. Hello to you. I hope you're doing well. Hello to Mike as well. I hope you're good. He always scores against Everton. Every fixture he's played, Cavani has scored against Everton. Yeah, he has, to be fair. He has. I would love to see Cavani and Ronaldo start as the front two, but then obviously it's what we do with the rest of the team. How does that shift then? Does Bruno come into a midfield too? Like, how would you work that? 2-0, 2-1. We have similar attacking defence line in comparison to City, Liverpool, Chelsea. We're only missing the midfield, and that's we're missing that key midfielder anyway. I think obviously we all wanted that CDM being signed, and we all knew that we kind of regret not doing that. And I do think the midfield is, but you know what, the midfield is such a key place, isn't it? We've got a midfield. Like the key battles are in that midfield. The game could be won and lost, and I know it's cliche, but game in the midfield won and lost on many occasions. Yeah, not getting that CDM is massive. Let's see what we do in January, but we need to definitely improve that midfield. And look, a lot of people were kicking off about Ollie talking about McFred and stuff, but he isn't going to come out and slate his own players. He's not going to come out and say, "Oh, McFred are crap," is he? Let's be realistic. He's not going to do that. He was big on McFred and then he went and dropped Fred. So I think that tells you everything that Ollie thinks about them. Then that's who he trusts defensively at the minute. But obviously, we know that's kind of a sacrifice price going forwards then, because their passing is just not good enough. Our ball retention with McFred isn't good enough as well. But yeah, we'll see what happens in terms of midfielder in January. Look, it's no secret we need to buy one, and it's no secret that's probably what's holding us back at the minute. And tactically, I think Ollie needs to improve as well. And we'll see if we do that tomorrow. We'll see if he manages to contain that counter attack from Everton. We'll see how that goes. But I think it's going to be an interesting game. I really do. Rahul said 2-0 to us. David said 2-1 to us as well. I hope we win. 3-0 would be very, very nice. Obviously, a clean sheet as well would be great. And a 2-0 there as well. We'll see what happens, guys. Donny needs to say, Ollie, I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass about the bubblegum. Best luck tomorrow, Sophie and all, calling you boost. Best of luck to you, James, as well. Obviously, may the best team win. Hopefully, it'll be an entertaining game. I'll be live tomorrow after the game, like I say. Hopefully, Meg can join me as well. I haven't spoken to her yet, but thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I know it's a bit of a spontaneous video, but like I say, I got home from work. I thought, you know what, I'm going to try and do one, see how my voice holds up. So I've done it. I've succeeded. I've managed to do, 16 minutes? So I ain't done too bad. But yeah, guys, thank you. And I want to say thank you for sticking with me as well. I know I haven't been about this week, so I appreciate that. Connor says Ronaldo isn't good enough defensively to play him out. No, he's not. He definitely cannot play out on the left. I agree with you. He's not going to work back, is he? They both play 4-2-2-2 or a diamond, both of which I'm not against. 3-1 for me. I remember we tried a diamond against Everton and we got absolutely ripped. We've got bad memories of that diamond. But obviously we've got different personnel now. I do grant that. We have got different personnel. I'll be around tomorrow, obviously, for the game as well. But yeah, take care. Look after yourselves. And once again, thank you so much for the support. Hit a like on the video. If you are new, hit that sub button as well. And I've missed your comments. I do apologise. Drop a comment afterwards and I'll respond to you there. I always check the comments after the videos as well. Bye.